My name is Beatrice Vale. I work for a global data an analyst firm that covers enterprise technology and services. I think large language models have already changed enterprise data strategy. It depends on how enterprises are utilizing large language models. For some enterprises, large language models can have different use cases depending on the vertical industry. Sometimes vertical industries such as finance, for example, or government may have very strict requirements in terms of privacy, compliance, regulatory requirements, and also sometimes specific to a particular vertical industry. For example, a company from the life sciences, they need to be very careful that patient data, for example, private, confidential patient data is not leaked back into the training data of the large language model. So in this type of company, they will be very careful how they use their data when leveraging AI. If we talk about finance, then there are different requirements. The requirements in finance mean that confidentiality is very crucial as well for different reasons, and cost considerations are not so important when leveraging large language models. For other companies, cost is the most important vector, is the most important consideration, and running, training, and the inference stage of a large language model is the one that acts as a limitation rather than privacy, cybersecurity, and things like that. So at Global Data, we are talking to different enterprises from different vertical industries with different use cases, are giving us different perspectives, different challenges when it comes to using large language models. So it really depends who you talk to, but it's definitely revolutionizing enterprise data. So storage at the edge, obviously storage has different advantages in terms of latency, bandwidth, the advantage of leveraging real-time data at the edge. But in terms of how AI is changing storage, how it's impacting an inference. So we have seen, for example, with the emergence of DeepSeek, DeepSeek paved the way for smaller language models that don't require such massive capabilities when we run queries on the model. This has a lot of implications for storage solutions and the storage landscape. I think there are lots of advantages for leveraging smaller language models, so they don't put so much pressure on compute capacity. Yes, so AI storage, I think one of the advantages of newer solutions, such as, for example, the one you mentioned, the OceanStorTalks 8000, I think it's the capability to leverage different types of storage, so be it the traditional file type of storage, or block or object storage, having the option to take a unified approach to those very different types of storage. And of course, each type will be useful for a different use case within AI. And this is critical, that companies know which one to use, which one to leverage for different use cases. And this is a different approach. And the fact that there is this choice within a unified architecture, it's critical.